Well, hello my friends and comrades to glorious Italy. We are of course guys here in Italy once again trying to make sure that we do a good job in the Black Ice mod, one of the more realistic mods of the actual game itself. Now the first thing I'm going to do, if you see here, I'm taking this group of 7 divisions and I'm going to bring them over to Albania. I want to make sure that we have units here, and in fact I'm even going to try to drop some more units in Albania. So let me go ahead. We've edited this unit quite a bit. I think this guy's actually ready to go. We're going to try and train, and we are going to go ahead and... Oh, we can't drop him in Albania. Alright, we're going to put him right here in Calabria. Add a few more units, add a unit here, and basically just let that keep going. Now, we're doing our absolute best here to get some more of our missing equipment production, but it's going to take us a long time. I'm actually really lucky that we actually got pre-war infantry equipment, because, you know, quite frankly, it's going to take us a while to build these factories up. Now, eventually, I am going to stop those guys from exercising, and I'm going to go ahead and just have them stay on the actual front lines and wait, but for now, I really don't mind too much. I also don't plan to go to war with France if we can help it, but it does look like the French are moving dangerously close to the Parti Communiste Français, and if the Parti Communiste Français wins, perhaps our decision not to help Hitler against the communists is actually going to come back and bite us right in the ass. So I'm actually going to go ahead, we're going to keep researching our technology as best we can, and obviously industry is a big deal right now. I want to go ahead and get that small arms workshop going. And let's go ahead and see if we can't start working on some artillery, perhaps. Maybe some basic light artillery. Still 446 days is quite a while. I don't know if I want to wait all that. But you know what? We've got a signal company, and this is actually pretty useful. Bring that on. Alright, our destroyers and all our battleships are still staying in the same area. Not really trying to move them too much. And we are gaining political power, but we're trying to befriend Turkey, which... I'm going to stop that. I'm going to put a stop to it. I was actually trying to see if we could get them on our side, but I think it's time to stop. And it doesn't look like we're trying to befriend them. That's weird. Try to take another look here. It's a bit weird. Fair enough, though. We're just going to keep on moving, and at this point we're really just trying to wait for those divisions to drop. I might even bring some of these units, like this one right here, the Tirene division. And it looks like Amelia Earhart survived, but I'm going to take the Tirene division and try to send him to Albania. We might have to find a port first. Actually, should be able to go from Tripoli here. There we go. Alright guys, so some of our African divisions are going to be returning because I want to put them on the front line, basically, with the Greeks eventually, or the Yugoslavs, really whichever comes first. So that's where all of the rest of our army is going. We're going to go right here into Albania, and I want to make sure that this area is nicely defended. That we have somewhere where we can actually have an army, defend the area, and do pretty damn well. There we go. Japanese buildup on the Chinese border. That's going to increase world tension just a little bit more. Following the Marco Polo Bridge incident, Japan has not let down their pressure on the Chinese border. In conjunction with aggressive Japanese rhetoric, speaking of terrible relation with China, China's refusal to cooperate, terrible retaliation, I should say, a renewed war between Japan and China seems more and more likely by the day. Wow, that is worrying. We've gotten befriend Turkey. We were trying to do this, so that's what it was. It was actually an ideology, not something we selected from the political screen. Leadership purges in the Soviet Union, of course. What would this be without leadership purges in the Soviet Union? And of course now we've got to pick our next national focus, guys. Befriending Romania is something that some have suggested, although others suggested actually going to war with Romania here, and trying to take it over. War with the UK. We definitely don't want to do war with the UK. War with Greece. I like that a lot, but I'm not going to go for it right away. I do like it a lot, though. Befriending Romania would allow us to influence Romania in our politics. And Romania has a tremendous amount of oil. So I really do want to do that, but I think right now, to be safe, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to focus on industrial effort and sort of ignore the political side of things for now. I hope that's not a bad idea. And there we go. Wow. Well, okay, cool. It looks like Japan has declared war on China, so there we go. We've got a war going on. That's definitely going to bring some world tension. The Turks right now are asking for a non-aggression pact. I'm going to actually I'll accept, actually, sorry. The reason I'm going to accept is because, honestly, I really want to go to war with Greece. So if we end up going to war with anybody, it's going to be the Greeks, the Yugoslavs, maybe the Romanians, although unlikely. I'm trying to get them on our side. Let's take a look here at Yugoslavia. And as you can see, they would join our faction if the world tension was at 40%. That's pretty awesome. So getting that world tension up to 40% is going to be very important in allowing that to happen. Grand battle plan, of course. The glorious Italia must have a grand battle plan. I'm also going to go here and see if we can get some air units, maybe a Saeta. We've got to improve our air right now. It's really not too good, not decent. But we're going to keep trying our best to get something useful here. Pretty sure we could drop a few units right now. Yeah, we could. Let's go ahead and drop one, drop one, drop one, drop one. There's already a ton of units there, and we're all going over to Albania. First, we got to bring them over here near Toronto so they could actually be sent over. Wonderful. Some skills and training for our workers. I'll take it. I don't know if you guys hear my bird in the background. That's Comrade. She is screaming her head off. Let's go for artillery workshops, and let's go for... $513 days. That's way too long. The air doctrine, again, we don't even have a real air force yet. What about getting the radio detection? It's going to give us a radar station. But if we do the computing machine, we get our research time decreased. It's going to take almost 300 days. So very close to basically 365 days a year. But you know what? I think it's okay. I don't expect much to happen in the next year. If it does, we can deal with it as it occurs. But we already took that. Guess not. Alright, we're going to have these guys stop training. I actually want to see what their actual morale is like here. Some of the divisions here are not even part of this army, so I'm actually going to select them and send them elsewhere. There we go. The industrial effort has been completed, guys. And all of these guys seem to be in relatively good training. They're trained, they're regular, not exactly elites or anything like that, or veterans, but enough to make a little bit of a difference. And I'm just taking a look over here. I actually don't see anything wrong with waiting on this while we decide what to do. So, a modernized army would be very helpful. Well, let's go for the industrial effort too. It's going to increase some building slots, and we desperately need building slots, guys. We also need civilian factories. So thankfully, we got a few civilian factories. We'll drop them South Tyrol, areas like this. These are hopefully going to build the materials we desperately need to keep building military factories. As you can see, we've got a lot of missing equipment production. We're trying to do our best to get it to the field, to the front lines, but it's not easy, guys. And if we go down here, we've got a bunch of other factories here producing similar things. Thankfully, uniforms, boots, and helmets, we basically filled that, but we still need some basic tankettes and a few other things that would really help in our cause here. Let's take a look. Alright, like I said, still working on the industrial effort. Now, if we befriend Romania, maybe we can go to war with Yugoslavia faster. I'm not sure. More importantly, we might be able to get the Romanians to come to our side. Now, right now, the Romanians are going to have an actual election. So, actually, if I could try and boost our party popularity, it's pretty early to boost it, but I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to try to boost the fascist party popularity within Romania and see if we can't snag the elections. It's kind of unlikely. And look at this, the war in Spain is still going on. The Spanish Civil War is continuing. That is quite amazing. And I didn't expect that, but apparently they are fighting ferociously. They still have Barcelona and trying to push back Franco's forces. There we go, the fall of Nanking, guys. And of course, the rape of Nanking, a horrible, horrible thing. This is terrifying for the Chinese. The Japanese are definitely pushing through the country. Look at that. They've actually even taken areas in the PRC, the Chinese People's Republic. And that's scary stuff. Let's take a look, grab our mountaineers. I hear you, bird. I know you're rooting for us. We're doing our best, I promise. Alright, so here we go. She's like, yeah, she's like, alright, fair enough. So let me see here. We could select, modify our government, I should say. And actually, right now, our conscription's not great. Limited exports. I want to do export focus. I want our factory output to increase. So I'm actually going to go for export focus. We're not at war right now. Let's try to make some cash. Try to make some cash back. We already have insufficient resources. But let's go ahead and grab some from the U.S. And overall, we're just trying to improve our country, guys, in the best way possible. Also got a few free dockyards. And I don't mind increasing our stockpiling there just a little bit if we can. Might actually go ahead and grab some more convoys. Let's also go ahead and get some more dreadnoughts. These look pretty beastly. Littorio and maybe battleship class. Why not? Look at that. We're able to get quite a few ships here. I like that. We could actually build some more dockyards, but for now, we've got to slow down just a little bit. Give us all your steel, America. We need everything. Alright, we're going to get these guys to go right over, guys, to Albania. And from here, we can build a second army. Okay. Could actually bring a few more guys over, so I'm going to wait. I'm still bringing over our mountaineers. And we've got a division of infantry here, so they can hold on and wait a little bit. But they are very green. You guys can see there that the experience level shows us that these guys are not used to a fight. They're used to staying home with mama, having some good food, but that's about it. So we've got to change that. We're going to bring these guys here. There we go. That's going to be our second army, 17 divisions. Now, I don't think we're going to have any general that can actually lead this. Select here. Giovanni Messe. It's still 1 over, but you know what? He's going to have to accept it. So he's going 1 over here. Which could cause some effects, and I'm going to put him not even just on the Greek border, but actually I think I'm going to put him on the Yugoslav border. I don't know what those Yugoslavians are up to. I know they like us, but that could change. Am I right? There we go. Okay, we've got another national focus this time. Mare Nostrum. This would, of course, focus on oceans, things of this nature. Or we could jump right to war with Greece. I think that's going to be what we're going to go for, guys. For now, we'll stick to maybe one more fortification effort. Or actually, let's get some air innovations, and then war with Greece is going to be our next move. Okay. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and start preparing for it. Sorry, select all. Damn it, we should have gotten on the first try. What the hell is going on? There we go. Okay, good. So now they're actually heading to the front lines. I might train this army a bit. I mean, we're not at war yet. They might as well get some training while they're waiting. So that's exactly what's going to happen. Some of these guys aren't green, but most of them are. And getting them to fighting strength is our biggest, or I guess the main thing we need to do here. Let's get some tank workshops going on, guys. I'm going to select some more technology to research as well. Maybe some support battalions. But we're going to have to wait a few years before any of this stuff is really useful. So let's take that. We've got the fleet convoy sailing. We'll go ahead and accept that. And I'm going to jump over here to engineering and see if we can focus on anything else. It's a bit too early to take on atomic research. But we could go for radio detection. Get some radar stations. I don't think that would be a bad idea at all. And once again, we're low on steel. That seems to be our main problem, is steel factories. But no worries, our American friends are willing to outfit us as soon as we need their help, which is pretty great. We just need to be on pretty good relations, at least trade-wise, with the Americans. And all we can do now, guys, is wait for that countdown to occur. I am going to declare war on the Greeks. I hope that the Turks will join us in this war, and that's actually why I really want to get the Turks to join our faction. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, as you can see here. Although, they might join very close to liking us. They might join if that world tension, once again, goes above 40%. And that's what we're actually trying to make occur. As you can see right now, the only other country that's with us is Bulgaria. So trying to get the rest of these guys to join us would be absolutely exceptional. The Hungarians as well. I mean, come on, guys. What are you waiting for? But I don't think Hungary's going to join us either. In fact, I think Hungary's already part of the Axis. Let's take a look. I might be wrong. No, not yet. Right now, the Axis doesn't have much either. So we are, of course, the Novus Imperium Romanum. We're kind of the unofficial, I guess, opponents of the Axis, because we're both fascists, but we're both going for a sort of different worldview, us with the old Roman Empire in mind, them with, of course, a Teutonic super-state in mind. And we don't want that to happen. We want to have most of the control over this area. And then, of course, we have to contend with the communists all the way in the east. So a lot of things to worry about for our country in this Let's Play. But I think that so far it's going pretty damn well. If we keep this up, maybe we'll be okay. And yes, I know I need more factories, but that's going to take some time. Anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying this Let's Play. Of course, we are prepared for that war with the Greeks, and I know I promised you guys we would attack them soon. It might be time to attack them very, very soon. But I'm not sure if this one army can take them on and beat them. We might want to keep building units, dropping some more units into the field, and maybe even increasing, I don't know, maybe increasing our actual manpower pool temporarily so that we can get some troops to join in this very, very important war, of course. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care and have an awesome, awesome day.